welcome back to the channel. Today I'm looking to solve a problem that I have with this mini Mamba setup. I cannot find a good holster setup. I've tried just about everything. Started with just the regular old CTM holster. I hate the way you pull the gun away from the holster instead of drawing it in a normal motion. It's not bad, but it's just not my preferred style. Also, after a trigger job, an aftermarket, I think that's the CTM Athletics, it no longer fits this holster. So that's not an option anymore. I tried the GA version. It's close. You can see I actually dremeled some material away trying to get it to fit. If I'm not mistaken, it does fit now, but I've had it drop out of the holster a few times in game. It's not super snug, and again, I hate the draw away. It's unnatural. Does not feel right at all. I've tried 3D printed adapters for those as well. This is not for that exact trigger. This is for I cannot think of the name of it, but it's for a different model trigger, not that one. This did not work out for me either. So today I'm going to try something else. I have the Novritsch holster, universal holster, and I have an adapter by Tridos Design. It says it works on most lowers for the AAP-01. I don't know about the CTM that's on this one, but we're going to try it out and see. I purchased all this, no sponsorship or anything like that. All the opinions are my own. I will give a shout out to Tridos though. I have their MP5 Odin adapters, and they work really well. So without any further ado, get some parts and pieces out. I've seen these in action. They look to be pretty intuitive. I like the design of it. It's this piece that's going to holster it. This piece is going to connect somewhere here in the side of the gun. And it's just push button to release. Alright, got the parts and pieces here. Let's see. I need a T6 Torx for one of these. Alright, that's what's going to thread into securing this piece to that piece. I believe this screw is going to replace this one. And then this pin / screw will replace this here. So we need 2mm hex. I'll go ahead and take off the upper for the time being. So it's going to sit right here like that. And then I believe this will attach like so. Alright, so this is a pin to knock out. I can see the knurled side there, so I'm definitely going to punch it from this direction. Alright, let's get the trusty bench block out. Now this has to go in from this side. Because the screw end is going to thread on the inside of here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that part is not threaded like I thought. Oh, it's threaded here. That's right. So I'll have to back this out and thread this through from the other side. I also need to take this off and attach this first. Otherwise, I won't have access to it. Need an extra set of hands here. Alright, now that little part is attached to the mounting bracket. Slide this over through that hole. Oh, that's why this screw's longer, of course, this to make up for the extra material. So I'll use theirs. Swap back to the 2mm hex from the T6. This is what I feared. That gap. I'll need some kind of spacer or washer. Hopefully the threads are long enough and this pin or screw is long enough that it's still going to catch the threaded portion, which is basically the nut here. Let's find out. I don't think it's catching threads yet. Oh, it is catching the threads. It's pulling it in at an angle. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. I'll probably... it's going to put stress right here where this is trying to pull out. I'm going to go ahead and abort. So for right now, I'll just leave it backed out. It's on there rock solid. It'd probably be perfectly fine just like that. But I don't like that. I don't like that gap there. So I didn't miss any parts. There's no spacers or anything included. Washers, maybe if I can find some very small washers that aren't super noticeable, I'll probably do that, because I do not want this part to get sucked in closer to the frame and then this part being stressed and try to pull out. It'll probably damage the internal threads in here. Because I'm obsessed with having these kits of assorted stuff. I've got some M2, M3, 4, and 5 washers. I'm going to try maybe those, I think those M2s aren't going to be big enough. It looks like the M3s, I think, is what I need. Sadly, that means I'm going to have to take the whole thing off and beat out the pin from this side. Alright, here's some M3s. That's a perfect size there. I'm not sure how many I need. I think that's 3. Yeah, that's 4 on there altogether. That might be too much. May only need 3. Put this back in here and see what it looks like on the spacing. I think that's pushing it out a little too far. I think 3 is going to be the perfect number. Alright, try that again with 3 M3 washers. That looks like a pretty good fit right there. And I mean, you really have to sit there and look to notice that. That's hidden from view pretty well. I can live with that. Alright, that is tight. That's tight. Alright, I'm pleased with that. Oops. So to draw, that's going to be a pretty natural position. Pushing that button with the thumb and drawing up away from the holster. I'm going to like that way, way better than the CTM's trying to pull away from the holster. It's such an unnatural feeling. I dig it. We'll see how it holds up in gameplay, but right now I'm very pleased with the Novritsch universal holster and the Tridos Design AAP-01 adapter for the Novritsch universal holster. Good deal. I dig it. Next, I will do a little bit of internal work. I'm going to extend the inner barrel out. Right now, it's an 84 millimeter Crazy Jet, and it ends right at the threads. My dog is ringing the bell. She wants to go outside very bad. That's the Crazy Jet 84 millimeter. And then in this suppressor is the Ace Tech Brighter R. It's got foam and spring loaded, so it holds it in there. The tracer unit, backwards. The tracer unit ends about right here. I've got more room here. I've got a couple of inner barrels on the way, but I think I'm going to put a 113 millimeter, which is a high kappa size, and that should let me extend out a little bit closer to the tracer and still keep its function. On the next video, I will do a chrono and range test for it as is. And then I'm going to do another one once I put a longer barrel in, and I may change the bucking. I know it's a 60-degree bucking in there now. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. but it's yellow, so it's definitely 60 degree. It's either Decepticon or Autobot. I don't remember which one. But we'll see what condition the bucking is in, see if it's an Autobot, if I want to keep it in, or upgrade to Decepticon, because I like those better. Either way, we'll do a chrono, which right now this is shooting 0.85. And then we'll do a range test, which right now it shoots pretty incredible. But we'll see if there's any improvement. Maybe swapping the bucking to Decepticon if this is Autobot, and then extending the barrel out. See if that extra barrel length gives it more range, tighter groupings, anything like that. And then we'll also see how much it climbs the power up to. See if it brings it up to closer to a joule, maybe. But that's all in the future. Right now, it's just about the adapter and the holster. And as you can see, very easy to install. And it looks like it's going to work great. So keep an eye out for the next video, and see you later.